Okay, for question 7, it says find the equation line that is perpendicular. So this is something that, we've talked about rotating the plane 90 degrees. And when I rotate a plane 90 degrees, slope triangles, those rises and runs switch places. They literally switch places. If you rotate a triangle, any right triangle, on a Cartesian coordinate plane, if you rotate about a point through 90 degrees, that slope triangle, the rise and the run are going to switch places, and the sign of that triangle is going to flip. As long as it's not a vertical line or horizontal line, but with that exception, the sign is going to flip from positive to negative. So look, if I've got a slope pattern of up 2 over 1, right? In other words, I've got a slope triangle that looks like that, a rise of 2 and a run of 1. If I rotate through 90 degrees, and that's what perpendicular means, right? A 90-degree angle with it, then all of a sudden the slope would switch. It would become 1 over 2, and instead of having a positive slope, it would become negative. So this number right here, negative 1 half, this is the slope of a line that's perpendicular to a line with the slope of 2 over 1, right? So these two lines, right, a slope with this line and a slope with negative 1 half, or rather a line with this slope and a line with this slope would have to be at right angles to each other, right? They're going to be perpendicular. So now that I know the slope, right, I need to figure out my y-intercept. And I've been doing this for quite a while. I just write y equals mx plus b. There's a nice little, generic line. I can see the growth pattern, the slope, and I can see my y-intercept. And I'm going to grab from this equation the x value and the y value in that equation and plug that in and the slope. So I'm going to write down y, which is 10, right? I'm just reading it from the point. It's 10 equals negative 1 half times x, which is the number 4. Where'd the negative 1 half come from? It's the slope, right? That's my slope if it was perpendicular. And then I've got the plus b. So when I multiply negative 1 half and 4, I get a negative 2. So this equation becomes 10 equals negative 2 plus b. And if I add 2 to both sides of this, I end up getting that 12 is what b is, right? 12 is what b is. So at this point, I can see I know both my slope is negative 1 half and I see my y-intercept at 12, so I can write the equation of this line. This line has an equation of y equals negative 1 half x plus a 12.